Vijay Singh was an angry young man in last season. This time he is more angry young man. He's more angry for everything, whatever has happened.
He's more angry, not so young.
Not so young, yeah. After 4 years, yes.
In the South, in Telugu and Tamil, how many people have seen Raktanchal? So over there also, Hindi उनकी टूटी हुई होगी, लेकिन वो वसीम भाई. It's like that. I've grown up in front of Akshay Kumar, and उनका जो काम के लिए एक dedication and focus is quite amazing.
And discipline. I mean, if 5 a.m. is the call time, he used to be there by 4:45. They have just tried to make this Vijay Singh different from all the other Vijays being played by the great Mr. Bachchan.
Hi, this is Nikitin Dheer.
Hi, this is Kranti Prakash Jha, and you are watching us on ETimes.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have Nikitin Dheer and Kranti Prakash Jha, who is going to talk about the upcoming series Raktanchal 2, welcoming both of them on ETime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To begin with Nikitin, who's playing the role of a politician, Wasim Khan. So let us know from him what exactly the role is about, and how serious was it to play this antagonist in the series?
Yeah, so I'm playing a politician this time. But वसीम खान का जो दिमाग है और जो सोच है वो हमेशा एक बाहुबली की रही है और वो उसकी सोच बदलती नहीं है. कहा जाता है ना, कुछ लोग मौसम की तरह होते हैं, वो बदलते रहते हैं, लेकिन वसीम एक पेड़ की तरह, वो हिलता नहीं अपनी जगह से, अनफॉर्चुनेटली या फॉर्चुनेटली. तो उसकी सोच भी वैसी है. And this time, yes, he is a politician, he has power. और क्या होता है उसके साथ, that's the story of Raktanchal.
Kranti, talking about your role as Vijay, who actually, there's this assumption that, you're dead, but, you suddenly come into the picture. So tell us something more about it, because the trailer is not everything, what we see. But we would like to know about your character, because, you actually is someone who's playing a very tough role also, while competing with all the people around you.
You died in season 1? He died in season 1?
No.
The trailer says that, he is
basically Vijay Singh was an angry young man in last season. This time he is more angry young man. He's more angry for everything, whatever has happened.
He's more angry, not so young.
Not so young, yeah. After 4 years, yes. He is very particular about that. So, and this time he also knows the power of politics, and he uses that to his advantage. And I guess people are gonna like both the characters, Wasim Khan and Vijay Singh, because the enmity is still there in full form. Nothing has been compromised there.
लोगों का जैसे एक romance popular होता है. We are fortunate कि Vijay और Wasim की animosity popular हो गई है. The enmity and the hatred for each other is not only liked and but also loved by people. So I think wahi animosity and enmity continues, So that is the one thing that doesn't change.
So to both of you, since you both are playing such powerful roles, how difficult was it to be in that character on screen and also, having a good equation off screen? Because of course, you're in a character. So I would like to know from both of you about that.
My answer lies in Nikitin's answer, because he knows it why I'm saying this.
Okay.
So, no, I think it was much harder for us the first time around to catch the essence of the character. Once we caught it, and the season 2 was just taking that same emotion on an amplified scale forward. So it was simpler for us. But yes, these roles, because they're intense, are a little draining. So for me, I approach work in a very different way. He has a different approach. But overall, the whole atmosphere on set was so conducive to give your best. And, it was such a positive atmosphere that honestly, we just breezed past the whole shoot. Pata nahi chala, to be very honest.
The first season itself was such a popular one, people would talk about it even now also, oh, Raktanchal dekha kya? How come you have not watched this series? That is how they talk about it. How can you not watch it and all? So after this, the expectations are quite higher, on that note. Are you both somewhere having that, oh my God, there's a lot of pressure for that? feeling that
We
pressure?
never had any expectation even after season 1. We just wanted to do good work, and we did that, came back home, and one fine day we realized that, okay, oh my God, Raktanchal has hit 100 million views, and it just kept, increasing every day. So we're just thankful for that. And this time also, there is no pressure, man. I don't think so. No
What
expectation.
about you, Nikitin? Do you feel that pressure since you have been delivering hits back to back?
I don't.
Excitement.
I just believe in doing my work properly. उसके अलावा, if people like your work, they see your work, it's the greatest compliment for an actor. और जब कितनी मर्तबा मैं कहीं जाता हूँ तो since Raktanchal is released, चाहे वो airport हो या कोई भी, you won't believe in the South, in Telugu and Tamil, how many people have seen Raktanchal. तो over there also, हिंदी उनकी टूटी हुई होगी, लेकिन वो वसीम भाई, it's like that. So that is the greatest compliment for us. तो to be very honest, उसी प्यार के साथ और उसी को ध्यान में रखते हुए, we've worked perhaps doubly hard on the season 2, and I think so has MX and so has our director Ritam and the whole team. उसके अलावा, I don't think taking any pressure or anything is going to help us in any way. The only thing we can do is to make sure we give our best like we did the first time, and hope the audiences like it. क्योंकि I don't think there's ever a guarantee कि क्या चलेगा क्या नहीं.
Talking about this, particular genre, political drama is something which is quite, being played by different characters or different, producers or different directors, having such political dramas. So what is the USP of Raktanchal?
जो रक्तांचल हमने बनाया है, वो इतना जमीन से जुड़ा हुआ, इतनी जुड़ी हुई कहानी है, किरदार इतने जमीन से जुड़े हुए हैं कि you may come from anywhere in this country, पर आपको वो किरदारों में कोई ना कोई ऐसा दिखेगा कि यार इसको शायद हम, ये आपको इसकी याद नहीं दिला रहा है, ऐसा ही एक है. So similarly, we have approached our political scenario within our season in the same way. So the relatability perhaps would be higher. Apart from that, politics is politics, and it's always played in a particular way. There is a method to it. So usme, I think it's very difficult, or rather, it would be very hard to change that formula. But uske alawa, I think the earthiness of our series, which has always been the USP, is what we are hoping for. Season 2 also is liked by the people.
What do you have to say, Kranti, about it?
The USP is the amount of love which we have got from the audience. That's the USP of the show. Because when it was released in 2020, no one had realized up till then now that, okay, this has become such a grand success. It has become a brand. So that's the USP. And that's why people will definitely, is going to break some records on 11th or 12th of February. I'm sure about that.
Also, don't you both feel that the dialogues itself are so hard hitting that, somewhere that catches attention of, audience to, okay, come and see. When you watch the trailer and, you see dialogues even, if Nikitin of, Mahi Gill for that matter, and, even of yours, that dialogues are something, which plays a pivotal role in, building that kind of aura, that kind of atmosphere for people to come.
I think, cinema of any kind, whether it be cinema you watch in theater, cinema you watch on television, or you watch on OTT, is always cinema that you remember because of dialogues. Because dialogues, we are a country that loves literature, which loves verbos. So dialogues always stick in the head. और हमारे इस सीरीज की एक खासियत है, जैसे विजय जो है पढ़ा लिखा है, he wanted to be a collector, बन नहीं पाया, तो उसके बोलने का अंदाज है, अलग है, बड़ों के लिए इज्जत है, छोटों के लिए प्यार है. वसीम जो है बेसिक एजुकेशन है उसके पास, बट ही इज बहुत निहायती बदतमीज है. वो जो इज्जत बड़ों को देनी चाहिए वो देता नहीं है. He doesn't think anything of anybody. So his language is very coarse compared to Vijay. अगर विजय तमीज से बात करना भी चाहेगा तो वो गाली दे देगा. And you have Ashish ji who's playing a politician of high stature. तो उनका बोलने का अंदाज अलग है. Same way, like you mentioned, has her own way of speaking. So I think every character is unique that way. I'm sure Kranti will agree to that. But I think that in itself is something that I feel has worked. Everyone's not in the same scale or in the same parameter.
Absolutely.
What do you have to say, Kranti, about it?
See, dialogues are very, very important because that's how you pull the audience towards the show or maybe towards anything, towards the product. And kitne aadmi the It's an immortal dialogue. It's
Hmm.
been going on for 3 decades now. So
Hmm.
that's how, that impression of any actor
Hmm.
that goes to the audience because of the dialogue. And
Hmm.
if people have loved Wasim Khan or Vijay Singh because of their, how they have performed or what the dialogues are, that's a very plus point for the show as well and for both of us as actors.
What convinced both of you to be a part of this series?
For me, the I always have tried as an actor to not repeat myself, my characters that I have played. So Wasim Khan was something I had never done.
Hmm.
And it was a zone that I absolutely love. The action, the grit, the earthiness of it. और ऐसे मौके रोज नहीं आते, ऐसे किरदार आपके पास रोज नहीं आते. सो एंड जिस तरह से वसीम खान को डिजाइन किया गया था, ऐसा किरदार मैंने निभाया भी नहीं था और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा मुझे. और जिस तरह की उसकी ब्रीफ थी, उसका डील डॉल था, इट वाज पार्ट्स, ऐसा लग रहा था मेरे लिए लिखा गया है पूरा. So I just loved it from the get go. That's how it happened for me.
What about you, Kranti?
हीरो की एंट्री सबको बहुत अच्छी लगती है. तो मुझे भी जब मालूम था कि कुछ ऐसी सी एंट्री है जहाँ पे विजय सिंह जाता है और कहता है कि आज के बाद से यहाँ का हर ठेका. और कहानी सुनने के बाद द फर्स्ट विजुअल व्हिच केम अक्रॉस माय माइंड वाज फ्रॉम अग्निपथ. खून से लथपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ, अग्निपथ. So the moment it just came in my mind, I just said, let's do it. And that's how I started preparing for Vijay Singh. And I have just tried to make this Vijay Singh different from all the other Vijays being played by the great Mr. Bachchan.
Okay, then for you, Sher Shah has been quite a hit, and even Sooryavanshi for that matter. But Sooryavanshi still had a theatrical release, and Sher Shah was an OTT release, and it worked well. Samir, do you feel that being a part of the OTT world is giving you a different opportunity altogether, and making you explore at the same time? It's actually making you try different characters. What do you have to say about that?
I'll be very honest with you, and this is something जो मैंने अपने खुद के जीवन में देखा है. My father has worked most of his life on television.
Yes.
और आप विश्वास नहीं करेंगी, एक बार हम नैनीताल से दिल्ली की तरफ आ रहे थे और एक बहुत छोटे से गांव में हमारी गाड़ी खराब हो गई. उस गांव का भी नाम हमें नहीं पता था. And they recognized my dad from a show that he was doing on DD. So the reach of television, जब आप किसी के घर में जाते हैं और आप वो अपना टेलीविजन ऑन करके आपको देखते हैं, is similar to what OTT is doing right now. बहुत से ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके लिए सिनेमा में जाना is an expenditure, it's a family outing. They choose which movie they want to go for. Hence the films are made in a particular way. कुछ ये family film होगी, यहाँ ज्यादा लोग आएंगे. नहीं, ये फिल्म जो है youth के लिए है. With OTT, it's a larger chance for you to meet a greater audience. अगर वो आपका जोन नहीं भी होगा, अगर आपसे 10 लोग ने एक शो की तारीफ की, आप कम से कम 5-10 मिनट लाके देखेंगे कि क्या है ये. शायद मुझे ना अच्छा लगे, पर एक बार I can just try it, I can see. So OTT does that. So I feel your eyeballs that your show gets have increased far more. So it's overall a very advantageous thing for actors. जब हम जो पहले सिर्फ सिनेमा हॉल we were dependent on, so I've seen that. I have friends, my wife works in television, and I have seen the kind of popularity she has. So OTT has a similar effect for us actors. So it's just extremely positive, to be very honest, and that's what even Sher Shah did, because it was available on OTT. बहुत लोगों ने देखा, एक बार नहीं 2 बार देखा. So छोटे nuances people picked up and spoke to us about. So it's a great feeling, With Raktanchal season 1, किसी ने ऐसे comments लिखे जो मैंने ध्यान ही नहीं दिया काम करते वक्त. But they saw it repeatedly, so they saw that one odd look, one odd nuance. So it's a great compliment for you as an artist, when that happens.
Also, talking about your upcoming projects, what is keeping both of you busy with? Apart from Baby Moon.
As of now, Raktanchal is coming out, and I have a Telugu film which is about to release, and I leave for another Kannada film that is about to start. And I have something happening in Hindi also, but it's going to be formally announced, so it's better if that happens. It's always a better strategy. And yeah, Kranti also has some lovely stuff happening.
Kranti, I would like to hear from you.
After Raktanchal, Prithviraj releases, I guess in March or April, whenever the dates are announced. And then post that, another web series where I'm playing a cop's character, which is very different from whatever I've played before. And that one is a lovable character. He's a romantic boy.
Both of you have worked with the same actor, Akshay Kumar. I would like to know what experiences both of you have had personally when working with him, and if any of you have, experienced pranks played by him.
Kranti.
नहीं मेरे ऊपर तो नहीं मुझे नहीं लगता because we had not many scenes together and maybe Nikitin would be able to give this answer more better than anyone else.
Well, I have grown up in front of Akshay Kumar, and I still remember Aki sir's first 5 films were with my dad. 5 or 7 films they did together. So those are the days when I met him as a young boy, and I've seen him. I still remember the way he used to train and all of that. So growing up, those are memories I have, and he really enjoys himself on set, and I think all these things you imbibe from your seniors, how to make work also fun at the end of the day. And his unka jo kaam ke liye ek dedication and focus is quite amazing. So I think overall it's just very enriching for us. We are so much younger than them, and they have achieved so much. So it's great. I think for both of us, I could say that.
And discipline. I mean, if 5 a.m. is the call time, used to be there by 4:45. So everyone was on their toes. कि अरे अच्छे से आ जाएंगे, बाकी लोग रह जाएंगे. So that's how it works also for everyone, especially the producers, I guess.
Also, Nikitin, your wife recently said that she wants to have this baby moon with you, since of course she's expecting and all. But you are keeping yourself quite occupied, with work. So how are you managing both?
Ma'am, this is for Raktanchal. Let's talk about
I know, but how are you managing both? I'm not saying that reveal any details about what exactly your personal life is.
I try my best to manage between my family and work. I always have, and I always will. So yeah. Apart from that, I don't want to talk too much about my personal life at this moment. Yeah.
What are your personal expectations for both of you out of the series 2? Do you somewhere feel that will, it will connect with the audience?
I'm hoping that season 2 does well enough for the people and the team of MX to decide to make season 3. And जो विजय वसीम की का गुस्सा है और जो एक दूसरे की तरफ एनिमोसिटी है, उसका एक और जिसे कहते हैं ना, चरम सीमा पर पहुंचना बहुत जरूरी है. तो मुझे लगता है अभी भी स्कोप है.
Do you both feel the same jitters, when a series releases as compared to a film releasing in theaters? Because the experiences of both are quite different. एक जगह पर box office का competition होता है, यहाँ पर ratings, stars and all का competition होता है. So do you feel that same jitters, or do you feel that oh my God, there are so many series and it's like a pond and there are so many fishes in in it? What are your thoughts on that?
I stopped having jitters for a very long time now because I realized I was not living my life the way I want to. So do your work, and then rest is totally up to God's hand. You don't have any say on that, because audience would like it or dislike it. No one would predict anything. It's totally up to the audience, and I just hope that they like our performances. I mean, they like the show as much as the season 1. And मैं पुनः आप सबको बताना चाहता हूँ विजय सिंह की तरह कि 11 फरवरी को रक्तांचल सीजन 2 आपके टीवी फोन जहां आप देखना चाहते हैं MX प्लेयर पर जरूर देखें, क्योंकि आपके प्यार और स्नेह इकट्ठे का तो विजय सिंह के नाम का ही होगा.
Thank you so much for your lovely time to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and all the best. Goodbye.
Thank you.